In this video, I will teach you how to create a FortiGate firewall within GNS3. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Alright, so we need to start to create an account on support.fortinet.com. So you will hit up the top right here. You will create your account. It's like creating any other account on the internet these days. You will provide your email, fill in some information, you will get a confirmation email, yada yada. Not going to bore you with that, so let's skip that. I have an account already. When you have your account, you press the login, top right instead. I will log in, email user. It will send me a verification code. Let's fill it in, and then you just press go. So this is totally free, doesn't cost a dime, and we are now logged in on the FortiCloud. Here you will go to support, and here we can see we have firmware download and VM images. So VM images is the one we need right here, so click that one. And here we can see that we are now downloading product FortiGate. It's very important to select the platform. For GNS3, it's going to be KVM. And latest version, unfortunately, 7.6.4 is not working, so don't bother with that one. I have already tried it. You will need to go to earlier versions, and the 7.6.3 is actually working, so we are going to go with that instead. Of course, it's important to get the right file. There are quite a lot of different files. We are not going to upgrade. We are not going to use the Forti Firewall upgrade, but here we can see new deployment, but it's ARM64. So it will be this one in this case, new deployment, FortiGate for KVM 7.6.3. So it's about 108 megabytes. So we will just press download. Just hang on until it gets ready after downloading. When it has downloaded, it's important to have the right file name. So I will open the folder and I will extract with 7-zip. So this is the folder name. And I will copy this folder name here. We will need to have the file name be the exact same. So this QCOV2 file, we will rename it to be this file here. Yes. When that is done, we can minimize everything and head to GNS3. We will start with a blank slate here, and this is going to be a security device, so we can click the security device here on the left. And then there's a plus sign where it says new template here on the bottom left. So I'll click that. We will install appliance for the GNS3 server. So it's going to be the top choice right here. You will click next. And here, of course, we will choose firewalls and FortiGate. So it has a list of compatible FortiGate firewalls, but we are going to use a pretty new version. It's not going to be in the list. But we will select FortiGate and press install. Here it says install the appliance on the GNS3 VM, and it can only be on the VM, not the local server, so we will press next here. No need to change the KEMU, go with the default, hit next. And here we can see the different versions of FortiGate that are supported. It goes back all the way to 5.2.5. But we are going to create a new version because here we can see it only goes to 7.4. So create new version here. Version name, it was 7.6.3. So I will type that in, hit OK. Here we can see what the file name should be. And I will actually copy this file name and I will replace it in the file name that we just did. I think I missed out QCOV2 in the end there. So yes, we will change it. Back to GNS3, we will hit OK. This is the default empty 30 gig disk. We will hit OK on that one also. It's going to scan for those files. And if we go to the bottom, we should see that, all right, it found the empty 30G that is default in the GNS3. So that one is finding. Doesn't find this one automatic. So we will highlight this one, press import, and you will just go to downloads, the file, double click it. It will load. And here we can see if we expand that we have both the files and it says ready to install. So you can just highlight FortiGate 763, ready to install, hit next here. And yes, of course. Here we can see some important information. It says that this will be available in the firewall category. That's no shocker. And the default username is admin and no password is set. It requires 2 GB of RAM. And fun fact is that you can't put any more on this restrictive trial evaluation. So we will only have 1 core and 2 GB of RAM. Then we go with finish. It has been successfully created, so that's great news. Hit OK. When we now are under security devices, we can see the FortiGate 763 here. So we can drag that in. And to be able to access it, if you have set up GNS3 properly, and yeah, there are different ways to access this firewall. One of the better ways, in my opinion, is to go with the cloud. So you can hit all devices, go with a cloud. You could, of course, also go with another VM, import it into GNS3. But if I connect it to the cloud, it would go into in my case, NAT network, so I can access it from my own host machine. And that is what we are going to do right now. So I will connect this into my NAT network and we will start it up. So I will start it and we can double click on it to see the console, what is going to happen. And on the first start here, usually it's going to partition. So this will take a while. Let's fast forward if it takes too long. Okay, there we go. So the system do reboot. It's going to format the disk. It says system is going down now, exclamation mark. So don't worry about that. That is completely normal for the first time you're booting it up. But here we can see we are at the login prompt. And if we remember right, the default login is going to be admin and blank. So we just hit enter here. Type your new password, confirm it, and we're in. Here we can see our temporary serial number. This will change when we activate our evaluation license, which is permanent. It's going to be a bit restrictive, and I will now show you how to activate the license. What we need to do first is to see the IP address that we got assigned. So if we do get system interface, we should see if we scroll up a bit. Here on port 1, it will be configured to DHCP. So we can see that, okay, we have 172.16.1.118 from your NAT, or if you use bridged network, but you need to connect it to some type of DHCP server on the port 1. From here on, we can access the web GUI. So I will start a new browser to access it. Here we are at the login prompt at the web GUI. So we go with admin. Do remember we did put the new password, so let's use that one. And we are directly at the FortiGate VM license page. Here we will choose evaluation license, and you will put in your FortiCare account that you did on the website. So I will fill in my email and my password. Then I will just hit OK here. It says updating the license will cause it to reboot. So yeah, let's do that. And we hit OK, we can see it start spinning. And if we check the console, we can see that it's requesting FortiCare trial license. And yeah, I've had some hits and misses with this request. So I will also show you how to troubleshoot if you are not able to get your trial license from this method. Last time I tried, it timed out. So let's see how it goes. I will fast forward and we might have to do it manually. All right, so as I suspected, this got a timeout, but I can show you how to fix this. Maybe you didn't get a timeout, but for you guys who got a timeout, you will need to head to FortiGate, FortiCloud portal. You go to Services, Asset Management, and here you should see that you have one product now. And if you click that one, we can see here is the corresponding serial number, FortiGate VM trial. So click this one. And here we can see license file. We can download this file, so I will download it. It's just a small file, 13 kilobytes. Let's reload the image in GNS3. And here when it asks us for the license, you will have activation type full license, upload the file, hit OK before it was spinning and now it's not. So hit OK when it's not spinning and it will do a reboot, it says. So we can see here in the terminal how it's doing. It says the system is going down right now. As it's a VM, it doesn't take too long to restart at least. So that's one positive. And if you have some trouble after the evaluation license times out, you can also just reload the image in the GNS3. I can show you how to do that. So you go to GNS3, right click, reload, and then you go with a full license activation like we are doing right now. So here we can see it's rebooting, it says. You can see that here in the DLI, we can log in and we are logged in here. So let's see if we log in again. Right, so we are logged in. This is the status dashboard. Here we can see the firmware version is indeed 7.6.3 and that we have an evaluation license active. We're only going to be able to use one vCPU and 2 gigs RAM, but that should be okay for some light lab testing. And of course, the first thing that we usually do when setting up a new firewall is to go to the system and the settings. And here for your host name, maybe you want to say FortiGate, GNS3, something like that. You can set your time zone. It says the port conflicts with the IKE TCP port settings. This is usually for the HTTPS. So you can, for example, go with 4433 here. And then we have the idle timeout that is usually 5 minutes, which is very low. So maybe you want to at least bump up that to half an hour. And the most important setting of them all, of course, the theme. Let's put that to something. I usually choose Onyx. And we can hit OK. Let's re-establish the connection on the right port. Let's log in again. It will do some setup again here. We will press later. And yeah, I mean, we have to check that the firewall is working. So I will show you how to add a virtual PC and at least ping the internet. Let's see what we got to play with here. So network interfaces. I think we have 3 interfaces to work with. You can see 1, 2, 3. Port 1 here is the one that we are connecting to our NAT Cloud network. Port 2, we can edit that, for example. Let's call it maybe LAN for HR. We can do a LAN. Let's set an IP address, maybe 192.168.123.1 and the -24. Let's do a ping availability on this address. DHCP server, sure, we can have the first address be from 100 to 200, why not? And we can use the same DNS as this system. Let's enable it, press OK. Remember, it's a firewall, it needs rules, so we will go to Policy and Objects, Firewall Policy, and here we should see it should be completely empty with just some implicit denies, I think. Yeah, it's completely empty, so here we do create new name. We can do, for example, HR2 Internet. Incoming interface can be the LAN, HR. Outgoing could be the port 1, which is our internet. And just for a lab, we can have any on the source and destination. It's going to be NAT. And make sure that it is enabled and hit OK. I forgot services, and here, for example, we can go with ICMP if we only want to ping, so we can go ICMP, hit OK. Now let's head back to GNS3. We can drag and drop VPC in here, and then you can go with edit link, put it on the LAN port that we just did our rules for the port 2 into the PC1. Let's start that one by right-clicking and press start. If we double-click, we can have the console pop up for this PC. And here if we do IP show, it should be no IP address. But if we do IP DHCP, let's see if we can pull an IP address from the FortiGate firewall. That would be great. So this looks okay. So here we can see we got an IP address. This is the first IP address in the DHCP range that we specified. And now let's see if we can do a ping to, for example, Cloudflare DNS. And we can. So that was a small little lab to test that the firewall is actually working also. So that's it, guys. That's how to get one of the latest FortiGate firewall versions to work in GNS3. Hope you guys learned something. See you next time. Bye bye.